Alright guys, today we're out here on Emerald Coast once again to continue a search for all the trophies that can be found on this map. And first of all, I wanna thank Expansive Worlds for giving us the chance to play this update a few days before its official release. Now on this occasion, after finding a beautiful level 3 Piebald hog deer the other day, we have the chance to get another fantastic trophy, because only a couple minutes after I fast traveled to this outpost right here after hunting this area, I came to check these fields right here and I spotted an absolute monster. It was a guaranteed diamond level 4 hog deer. How crazy is that? He looks significantly bigger than the level 5 we got the other day, so this guy will be a massive diamond, no doubt. Now I have to say that when I spotted this deer he was already fleeing, so there's a good chance he is quite far at the moment. We cannot be sure of exactly how far, but the best thing we can do is to minimize the amount of sound we make, because there's a good chance that this guy is bedded somewhere, since right now is the hog deer rest time. So ideally we'll want to spot him while he's resting to be able to ambush him and perhaps have a chance to use the bow. Oh look. A level 3 hog deer bedded right there. So I wonder if the diamond is also on that zone, because the tracks are heading in that direction, and look at that. There we have it. As you can see, he's a gigantic level 4 with a top estimate of 129 and a bottom estimate of 113, while the diamond score is 108. So he's not only a guaranteed diamond, but he's a really big one. Now we are very close from this guy, probably around 40 meters out, and what I have noticed while hunting hog deer is that they are not as skittish as other deer species. They don't spook as easy as, let's say, the sambar deer or the Rusa deer, so it's generally easier to approach them and consequently way easier to hunt them. Alright, we are actually 30 meters out from this guy, so let's get ready. I'ma use the hawkage. Let's see. We should be around 20 now. And now he's alert. Alright, not the best shot, but we hit a single long. Now let's see what it scores. At a first glance it looks way bigger than the first diamond we got, which was a level 5, and I'm pretty sure this guy has a different fur type as well, because as far as I remember the level 5 had a spotted fur type and this one I believe is a brown. Now let's see a score. 114.76, he's a massive diamond, well above the diamond score, which is 108, and look at his antlers, way bigger than the level 5 we got the other day. Alright guys, now we're hunting some magpie goose. We're currently on this area and I just spotted a max estimate level 4 coming in up there. He's in one of those two flocks and I imagine it has the potential to be our first diamond magpie goose. There he is. I've been really trying to find a max level of this species, a level 5, but we still haven't gotten lucky enough, although these max estimates are always a good sign, and you can never rule out the possibility of one of them being absolutely massive. Now they should be about to land, but I lost sight of it. So where they are now? I mean, I was too busy talking and now I have no idea of where he went. And now some are landing right here. And in fact, the max estimate is here. Alright. We managed to hit 3 of them, but the one that matters is the one that we shot first, which is this max estimate level 4. Here we can see the details on the plumage. I mean, if you compare this to, let's say, the model of the Canada Goose, you'll see a big improvement in the texture of the feathers and the overall quality of the model. Now, as for the score of this big enter, a 3.56, he's a medium-sized colt again, he's really far from being big, and if I say it is mediocre, I wouldn't be lying, because that is exactly what it is, a mediocre goose. So if all the max estimate ganders we have seen so far have been rather mediocre, I really wonder if that surprising huge max estimate female will finally break that tendency. I honestly had no idea females could get this big. I mean, this is the first level 4 female I've ever seen, and it's honestly really surprising because from all the Warful species apart from this one, I don't think it's possible to get such a high scoring female. Well, actually the female golden eyes can also get quite big, but apart from that, and especially talking about the key species, there's nothing like a level 4 max estimate female, it's not possible. So my question is, are female magpie geese capable of making diamond? I honestly don't think so, but I wouldn't discard that possibility. Now she's landing, and we shouldn't have any issue to drop her there. Just like that. Let's see a score. 3.47, but this one is actually male, so the female is the one that is right next to it, and it has a score of 3.48. She's unfortunately not massive, and I think it's safe to assume that they max somewhere below diamond, probably around 3.5 or 3.6, who knows. Maybe that max estimate 4 will finally beat the giant gander we've been looking for. So far we've been finding only mediocre keys, so I think it's time to finally get a monster, or at least a decent one. Now, one thing with the key species and the waterfall in general is that apparently they only respawn after you kill the entire flock, so it seems that if you only kill a couple dogs or keys from a single flock, they won't respawn until you wipe out the rest of it, and that certainly increases the importance to kill as many individuals as you can, because at the end of the day you gotta kill them all to get respawns, so the best you can do is to not focus much on the gender and make sure to shoot as many as possible. Alright, let's claim the geese we shot here. This one is a female, a level 3 male, and this one should be the big one. 3.69. Now I believe that is the biggest I've ever killed. You know, I said that I wanted to kill a monster, and this one, even though it's not a diamond, is really big, so I would call this a monster. Alright guys, I honestly got tired of hunting magpie goose, so I decided to come here to hunt some bantengs, and right on this area, I stumbled across something very intriguing. A max estimate banteng track. We have only found 3 of these big tracks, and one of them led us to a completely unexpected level 4 diamonds, so there are many reasons to think that this one may also be the track of a gigantic bull. Now, talking about the areas where it's possible to find banteng, the banteng home range is actually really simple. It only covers the area that is close to the east coast, including the shore, you know, all this area, and as long as you move within this region, you'll find plenty of them, guaranteed. Alright, that one could be the max estimate. Level 4, up to 141. He's definitely a potential diamond because he has pretty much the same estimate as the diamond we got the other day. It doesn't have to mean anything, but it could be a good sign, and on this occasion we're gonna use the 470. You know, this rifle is, in my opinion, the best weapon to hunt any class 9 species, especially bisons and bantengs, since these species are really slow and it's really easy to get within the range where this rifle really shines, which is below 100 meters. I mean, the penetration this 470 has below 100 is absolutely insane, and it will completely obliterate any bull that gets in your way, like this guy on this case. Now honestly, I'm not entirely sure, but I believe the horns of the diamond we got were slightly bigger than these ones, so I have my doubts if this guy is an actual diamond potential. 133.65, well, he's not precisely small, but he's not huge neither. Now here we can see the penetration of this 470, as you can see the bullet went through and pretty much exited on the other side, which is insane. Okay, this is intriguing. We have another max estimate banteng track. He may be the second diamond of the hunt, so we gotta find it. Alright, there's a herd, there's a level 3 on it, and apparently the max estimate is not here anymore. So I guess we'll shoot this guy just for the money, because the bantengs pay really well. It's very easy to make a lot of money hunting these guys because they are relatively easy to hunt and there are a lot of them. So definitely one of the best options to make money here on the Emerald Coast. Okay, there we have him. And that one looks absolutely massive, so I imagine it is the max estimate. Oh! Level 5! I've been really looking for one since I got early access, and finally we have the chance to drop what is my favorite species on this Emerald Coast, the banteng. I simply love to hunt these big animals, mainly because the 470 is a thing and is one of my favorite weapons, so I really love to chase these guys and destroy them using this powerful rifle. And it seems we hit only a single long, certainly not the best shot. Now, seemingly, the horns of this guy are notably bigger than the horns of the level 4 diamond we got a few days ago, which makes me think that score-wise he may also be quite bigger. so let's see how big it is. 143.82 diamond, and he's a max weight. No way. A max weight diamond Banteng. What a monster. I assume this score is a really high score for a diamond, not really sure of what would be considered a big score, but I imagine this one is since it's a max weight, and I think it would be fair to say that this guy is the best trophy we have found so far on this Emerald Coast Early Access. What you're about to see is something that I spotted on the second day of early access. On that occasion I didn't have time to shoot it, so I decided to save him, and now it's time to finally hunt what I believe is a Leucistic Rusa deer. You know, I think it's very clear that he's a Leucistic because he looks quite different from any of the common fur types I've seen, and that grayish color is quite typical on the Leucistic, so he's undoubtedly a rare Rusa deer. And by the way, right now we're on this location, which is a very nice spot to hunt Rusa deer, sambar deer, hawk deer, there is also some red deer, and I believe some kangaroos as well, so it's definitely a location worth checking, and one of the places that is actually decent at pretty much any time of the day, because this map is really good to find feed zones and rest zones. There are simply many open areas, of course including this location. And he's down. Look at this. Honestly, the model is amazing. The quality of the fur is the thing that always impresses me the most, since it's one of the aspects that has received the most improvements over the last couple years, and overall this guy just looks amazing. He's our first ever rare Rusa deer, and he has a score of 87.53, he's a silver, and look at this clean hard shot. A beautiful shot on a beautiful trophy.